This is a presentation on interactive visualization of the original Broad Street outbreak map by Dr. John Snow. In 1854, Dr. Snow published this map claiming that the cause of the illness was related to consumption of contaminated water. He claimed that drinking water from pumps was the factor that was causing people to be affected by cholera. I have used today's tools and technology to convert this map into a more interactive version to display information that can be better understood. For the sake of better understanding, I have divided the information into four graphs. The first two graphs display demographic information of the victims. The first one here shows the age ranges of uh, different age groups. We can see that people who were 10 years old or younger and elderly who were more than 80 years old are more likely to be affected by the disease and die. And the second chart displays information about the gender of the victim. And it can be concluded that the illness is not, the gender is not a factor to be affected by this illness. The original map here has been modified into a more interactive map that can be zoomed into and panned around. The workhouse over here is a green rectangle, the brewery on the map, and the pumps are shown in these black rectangles. As we can see, the pumps, uh, the death locations are near the pumps on the map, especially the one on the Broad Street. This is the Broad Street. And this is the timeline graph where we can see on each day how many victims were dying. So for example, on 1st of September, the highest number of death count was recorded, which was 143. And as we interact with the timeline chart, the data is being changed on the map as number of death counts until that day. So for example, if we are checking for deaths on 31st August, we will be seeing the number of victims that died until 31st August on the map, which can be seen in the red circles. We can also hover around on the timeline chart to see on which day how many people died. So, for example, on day 19, the deaths that were recorded were 20. And on the map, we can see that until that day, how many people had died. For the sake of understanding, the circles are being displayed in pink and blue to display that the victim was male or female. The map can be also zoomed into like this. This visualization helps us understand that the most number of deaths that were recorded were actually mostly in this week. That was first week of September. And people who were too young or very old were more likely to be affected by cholera. And as you can see on the map, the brewery, there are not a lot of deaths near the brewery. It can be concluded that the people who were being offered free beer were not consuming the water, therefore they were not being affected by the illness. This was the presentation. Thank you.